Hey guys, today I'm filming my monthly declutter for May, and I just have a handful of products this time. I mean, still pretty decent, but I also have two things that I was coming in here to declutter, and then I got to it and said, I can't yet. I need a little bit more time, so let's start with those. First would be one of the Kaja Dewy Bars. This is the deepest shade Berry Sparkler, and I just wore this earlier today. This is my second look of the day, and it was just so beautiful, especially with that look. But I don't think this is going to be something I reach for all the time, but I don't have anything similar to it, so I see that it could serve a purpose in my collection, but I don't want to be greedy. I know my friend Jean is already ready and willing to try this, so I just have to make a decision. But this is a great formula. I did review it recently. No, coming up next, I will be giving you guys my full thoughts. But I did do a Instagram swatch reel on my cheeks and on my lips. If you want to check it out, I will have it linked. This is a really nice product. I just don't know if this is a must-have shade for me. Since we're here, let's do some swatches today. So here's what that color looks like. It's a very intense shade, but super beautiful. And the other product that I'm still on the fence about is this She Glam Lip Plumper in Pink Flamingo. I think this is a pretty color and formula, but I'm just not as wowed by this as I was expecting to be based on some other more viral videos with the product. And I have purchased so many of this type of format recently. I just don't know that this one is standing out in formula or color as a must-have for me, but this might be really nice in summer, so I will try it out a little bit more. Here is Pink Flamingo. So to be determined with these two products. Now let's get into the things I'm decluttering for sure. This is gonna just go in the trash, I believe. This is the AOA Hair Root Color Powder in Dark Blonde. I was so excited for this because it has a little spongy applicator. Then you've got like the pressed powder up here, and this did work very well to fill in my hairline. But this smells so strongly of chemicals. When you think of like the cheapest in quality and in price makeup out there, this is what it would smell like. It smells like booty hole. It is, honest to God, terrible, which is so weird. And even though this is going up on my hairline, I just feel like that is not a pleasant experience. Smelling a product, like putting booty hole product in your hair, no. And it sucks, because again, it works really well. This is a really great color for me, but I can't with the scent. I mean, I wonder if I should just like leave the product open to see if the smell goes away. That's a thought. Here's what the color looks like. So I don't recommend it, even though it works well. There is a product that had gone viral from Aaron Douglas or something on TikTok. That's a different Amazon product, much more expensive than this one. I want to say it's around 15 bucks or so, but the scent is nasty, y'all. So last month I showed you guys the Kaja Shadow Stick Duos, the stick and stamps, and I told you I wasn't sure which ones I was gonna keep. I was thinking I would keep one shimmer and one matte. I've actually decided I'm gonna let go of all of these. I do not think these are bad. I think that these are nice products, but I have a ton of shadow sticks, and I like my Laura Mercier ones better than these, so I'm gonna reach for those over these every single time. These are a little bit more sheer than those. These need a bit more building, which is not bad, but just not my preference. And then with the stamp side, I feel like it swatches nicely, but if you're trying to like really go in there and coat a decent amount of your lid, you're gonna have to dip back in, dip back in, dip back in, which is rather irritating to me. And even though there is a pointy tip, the product is not on the tip, it's sort of on like the side of the top, so it just is not quite the product for me, even though I thought it absolutely would be because I love shadow sticks. But this is just not it, and I don't really have other matte shadow sticks, but I don't really feel a need to have them because I always wear a shimmer on my lid. Therefore, I always wear like a shimmer shadow stick. I don't put shadow stick in my crease. So I'm gonna let all of these go. I know my friends will be so excited to try these out. Next is a really tough one because this is expensive. I am decluttering the Rowan 1111 quad. This is so beautiful and I wanted to be like all the cool, clean girls, but I'm not. I am just like I like powder eyeshadows, but you can have like fun, grungy, mucky powder shadows as well. And I love that. And for me, these are just too crazy. This first shade here is a little bit more chunky, which I don't prefer, but the others are smooth, looked pretty, nothing spectacular, and they creased. So this is going to be passed on because it's still good, but it is a clean beauty brand. So I want to make sure that someone is able to get use out of it before it goes bad. Then we have a cheek product, and this is the Sigma highlighter in Savannah. And this is a beautiful, more golden tone highlight, really nice for the summer. I don't know if you guys can tell, but mine has a little bit of hard pan on it, which is very odd because I always set my skin with powder. So this isn't like I had wet makeup on and then my brush touched my wet makeup and then went back into the packaging. My face was completely powdered dry, so that should not have happened. And I know that I could sort of scrape it off, but I feel like it would come right back. And this is just more of a gelée than I anticipated, which I don't really like gelée products, which is weird to me because the Sigma highlighters in the duos and in the larger Glow Kiss palette are different and they're very much easier to work with. The ones in the Glow Kiss highlighter palette have a texture to them, and that texture might make, like, they have an imprint, and that imprint might make it easier to pick up the product. But the formula in the duos is just smooth and amazing. So I'm just not going to reach for this, and I'm really disappointed that the formula absolutely appears to be different. I have now decluttered both of the ones that I had of these. So again, I'll be happy to give it to a friend, but not something that I'm hanging on to. Lastly, we have a bunch of lip products. Who is surprised? First, this is something I won in a giveaway from Jaylon. Jaylon loves makeup, and she's an amazing project planner, and she had gifted me in the giveaway one of the Wayne Goss luxury cream lipsticks in Daisy. And I'm so surprised that he came out with a color like this, because what? No, what is this? That is gonna make everybody's teeth look so yellow. And the formula seems really nice, but I am not a mixer, and that's just too much for me, especially because I have so many lip products. So I am going to try to pass this on, but honestly, everybody that I've asked is like, oh no, that is not gonna look good on me. So I will find a home for it. The formula, again, looks really, really nice. I wish I was able to try out a different shade, but I am really glad that I was able to try his formula, which I don't know if his brand's still around anymore. I don't know, but like, Wayne, what were you doing, babe? What were you doing coming out with that? Next, I have the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lipstick in Rose. And this is pretty. It is fine. It is just like a creamy satin lipstick. Nothing is wrong with this, but it's just a meh formula. I am very picky about lipstick formulas, more than other type of lip products. And it's just meh. I have so many other lipsticks that I would reach for over this one, and it's gonna be gifted. Part of the reason I am getting rid of so many more lip products is because when I did that video on which products in my collection would I repurchase, I said no to a ton of lipstick. So I'm really wanting to just go ahead and make the cut. Oof, this is hard looking at this because that swatch is so pretty. Okay, maybe I'll have to think, no. I don't know. I feel like now I'm going to think on that too because of the color. Let me know. Let me know what you think. But something that I'm finally coming to terms with, I am going to get rid of the rest of my... Is this the rest? I think not all. I think there are a couple colors I still am not there yet. I'm getting rid of 3 more of the Lawless Forget the Filler lipsticks. This is not my favorite formula. It is a cream formula, but it's a little bit thinner, and I just don't like the way it necessarily feels on my lips. Again, I'm so picky about bullet lipsticks, but these are very pretty colors. So this first one we have is Morocco. I did do a lip swatch of these when I first got them, so I will have that linked. This is definitely a unique color to my collection. It is so, so gorgeous, but not something that I need to have. I don't wear vampy lips very often. Then we have Minx, which has a little bit more purpley, rosy tones to it. Very pretty. These swatch so nicely. And then we've got this light pink Daisy Girl, which is just not the most flattering shade on me. I'm really particular about pinks. So I'm really happy to be able to pass these on to my friend Jean. She is a Lawless fiend, so I always offer her my Lawless PR handoffs first. And then this is something that I got in also for gift. This is an e.l.f. glossy stain in Pinkies Up. And even though it says Pinkies, which would make me think it's a pink color, it is actually more of a peachy nude. And I think this is a nice formula. It's super similar to other glossy stains, but that is just not a type of product that I enjoy. And the ones I have in my collection now would be 3 Rare Beauty, which was absolutely a mistake. And then I have a couple from Romand, and that is all I need. However, I'm tempted to get one more Romand in a mauve shade to like round out my collection. That's, you know, I've got a sickness up here. But a great formula, a really pretty shade. I loved the look that I incorporated this into. But again, this type of formula, this type of product is just not something I'm gonna reach for over others. Forgot one. This is the Tarte Lippy Lingerie in Exposed. This was like their newer, several years ago, newer version. Oh my gosh. Newer version of the, oh my gosh, what were those lip crayons called? The matte lip crayons that they had, and I actually used up the Color Exposed completely, which was really exciting. But this packaging is like NARS, but worse. This is so sticky. It is hair stuck to it just from sitting in a drawer, which is disgusting to me. And that is really like the biggest reason I'm letting go of this. I don't reach for it often, and it's so pretty. But it's freaking sticky. It's gross. I don't know, and this one doesn't seem to be as matte as the other. I also don't think the color is exactly the same. This one is a bit rosier, where the other one was more of like a warm, light nude. So, I don't know. So I have 14 products I'm definitely letting go of, and then I somehow have these 4 I'm still deciding on. Definitely still deciding on the Kaja. This is the one I'll be the most tempted to keep. Unsure about the She Glam. And then as I'm swatching these, I'm feeling tempted to keep the Tarte Jumbo Lip Crayon lipsticks. I'm tempted. I think I'll try these shades a few more times and then decide, but I am still getting rid of a decent chunk of products that are still in great enough condition to pass on to somebody else, which makes me super happy. I would love to hear your thoughts if you tried any of these products, and I would love to know what you have decluttered out of your collection recently. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.